What's up, folks? Mandy from Militime Fitness here. I'm wondering if I'll ever start a video where I don't itch my head first. Must be like a nervous reaction. I just wanted to take a minute and chat at you while I sit in the land of the Truffula trees with a box of my daughter's clothes that she's outgrown sitting behind me, and I don't know, some other stuff down there. Some other stuff going on down there. Anyway, I just want to say, so I am missed the second week of work from home making a video, so things have been going really well. It really has not felt like I work from home yet, because I was out of town at a conference where I got to hang out with my coach friends that are spread out all over the country, and so that was just amazing, like really just learning and connecting and bonding and getting to see these people that I'm friends with on Facebook, and I talk to them all the time, but getting to see them in real life and in person, it's just pretty fantastic. And right now I'm coming to you while my daughter takes her bath and I wait for her to finish up in there. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk to you about is one of the things that a lot of people tell me when, they'll ask me about coaching, and we'll start talking and they say, I just don't have time. I just don't have time to add anything else to my plate. I've got so much going on. My mom is sick, or my dad is sick, or I'm sick, or, I've got my kids and their activities, and or my husband's deployed. You know what? I totally get it. Like 100% I get it. Every bit of it. I worked 3 part-time jobs when I started. My husband was gone. He worked on an oil rig, so he was gone every other month for a month. So 6 months a year, I worked 3 part-time jobs and took care of 2 kids with their activities and everything else going on. One of my jobs was at the time, and then I went full-time, but when I started, I was a part-time professor at a university here in town and taught exercise science. So, any of you that know teachers or are teachers know that that's not like a job you just walk away from. You've got to grade papers and plan and prep. And in college, you also meet with students outside of class for makeup work and to help them with assignments. So there was a lot going on there. But something inside of me said, this thing I said I was never going to do, which I am now doing full-time from home, told me I should just give it a shot and see what can happen. And so I started giving it just a little bit of time here and there. Seriously started doing this like maybe 4 hours a week, where I would do 30 minutes here and there, reaching out to people that were interested in doing an at-home workout, or talking to people about how I'm doing what I'm doing, helping people get set up with a nutrition plan, all of this stuff. And little by little it started to grow, and in turn my income started to grow. So I dropped 1 part-time job, and then I dropped another part-time job. Then I became a full-time teacher. So I did this while working a full-time job, and I started doing this. And so I stopped watching TV as much. I stopped, scrolling Facebook, but actually using Facebook, if that makes any sense. So I started, because I started to see the potential, I started to see what it could do for my family. I started to see that this could be a way that my husband doesn't have to be gone 6 months a year on an oil rig, that I don't have to work a job, I can work a job, but I can work it from home. So I get to be my own boss. I get to do my own thing. I get to do it my way. So, I know that there are people that come into this business and they blow it out of the water and they kill it like from go. For me, it was a little bit slower, and that's the pace I wanted. So that's the beauty of this, is you don't have the time. You can find a half an hour a day. You can find 4 hours in a week to start chipping away at this and making it work and building something that will become potentially successful. If you have more time, that's even more awesome, because then you have more time to put in. I mean, seriously, if you have like an hour a day, you can do amazing things with this business in an hour a day. Like, that's oftentimes how much time I put in. Even now that I'm doing it full time, sometimes I just put in an hour a day. We've had family in town all week. And my dad was just really sick and had to get surgery. And I was able to drive down to Daytona and work while I was in the waiting room. I mean, what other job can you just take with you like that? So for me, yeah, I didn't have the time to add this to my plate, but I made the time. And now I have all of the time. So it's pretty fantastic. If you're ever interested in coaching, fitness coaching, what I do and how it works and how I made it work, I am more than happy to share with you how I did it, because now I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I get to help people at the same time. And it's a pretty fantastic feeling when you get to do a job that makes your heart full every day, but you're the one in charge of how much time you put into it. So I hope you guys have a good one. Hit me up on Militime Fitness on Facebook, because I post there a lot, and you can follow what I'm doing, what's going on, get some recipe tips and ideas on how to make your workouts fit into your day, because I got you covered. I don't know what that was. I just decided to throw it in there. Have a good one.